That evening seemed like any other ordinary day. After a long and exhausting day at work, I decided to stop by a quiet restaurant in the city just to relax and have dinner. I had no idea that within a few minutes, one of the biggest secrets of my life would be revealed right in front of me. I had just picked up my glass of water when a tall man suddenly stopped beside my table. There was a strange smile on his face, as if he knew me very well. I looked at him with confusion. But without hesitation, he pulled a chair and sat across from me. Then he calmly said, "You don't know me, but I know your wife very well." My heart started beating faster. I couldn't understand what he was trying to say. Then he took out his phone and showed me some messages. Those messages were between him and my wife, filled with loving words. In one message, my wife had written, "When I'm with you, it feels like I have all the happiness in the world." Reading those words felt like someone had stabbed my heart. The man looked at me and smiled slightly. Then he said, "We have been seeing each other for several months now. You probably don't know this, but she often shares her feelings with me." There was a strange pride in his voice. He told me that my wife talked to him late at night, dreamed about a future with him, and often said she felt happier with him. Then he even played a voice message where my wife was saying, "I wish we could run away somewhere far away, where no one knows us." At that moment, it felt like my entire world had stopped. People in the restaurant were laughing and enjoying their meals. But for me, everything suddenly felt silent and cold. I asked the man why he was telling me all this. He calmly replied, "Because it's time for you to know the truth." After that, the man said something that shook me even more. He said, "I'm not here to threaten you. I'm here to tell you that she wants to spend her life with me now." There was a strange confidence in his words, as if he had already won. I stayed silent for a moment, and memories of the past, years began flashing through my mind. The moments when my wife and I laughed together, made plans for the future, and trusted each other completely. Now that same trust was breaking apart because of a stranger sitting in front of me. I looked at him and said, "If love is real, it doesn't destroy someone else's home." He stayed quiet for a few seconds, then softly replied that sometimes the heart makes decisions that are stronger than logic. Finally, I took a deep breath and slowly stood up from my chair. My heart was heavy with pain, but strangely, there was also a sense of calm inside me, because the truth was finally clear. I looked directly at the man sitting across from me and said, "If she is truly happy with you, I won't stop her. But remember one thing, relationships that begin with betrayal rarely end in peace." For the first time since he had sat down, the confident expression on his face slightly faded. I could see that he wasn't expecting that kind of response from me. I placed some money on the table to pay the bill and quietly walked toward the exit of the restaurant. As I stepped outside, the cool night air touched my face, and the bright city lights stretched endlessly down the street. Cars were passing by, people were laughing somewhere in the distance, and life around me was moving forward as if nothing had happened. I paused for a moment and looked up at the dark sky, realizing that sometimes life reveals painful truths in the most unexpected ways. The betrayal hurt deeply, but at the same time it opened my eyes to a reality I could no longer ignore. At that moment, I understood that holding on to someone who had already chosen another path would only destroy me from within. So instead of anger or revenge, I chose dignity and silence. That night, I made a quiet promise to myself that I would not let this betrayal define my future. I would take the pain, learn from it, and turn it into strength. Because sometimes the end of one relationship is not the end of life. It is simply the beginning of a new and stronger chapter.